Invoking God's blessing on behalf of my honorable colleagues in the department, I take great pleasure in unveiling the plaque and inaugurating the Municipal Affairs Directorate, a brand new directorate. I hope the officers and staff will serve our towns and cities to make it vibrant and healthy, clean and prosperous. God bless.
Round of applause, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. This wonderful Directorate of Municipal Affairs, even as we all are aware of the circumstances which are taking place globally. There's destruction, unfortunately, of lives and lovely cities in certain parts of the world, even as we gather here to inaugurate a brand new building. It is most important as we thank this opportunity to give thanks to God for this lovely opportunity that we must cherish and we must develop. Right now, 30% of Malawi is living in urban areas, but in the next 10 years, I expect that to even out to 50%. The Municipal Affairs Directorate in this is going to have a very, very crucial, extremely crucial role to direct our people and let them make a choice on the type of life that they want. They want to scale up the lives from the rural systems that they are living in, or step up into the urban sphere that we have to move into. The urban and the Municipal Affairs Directorate are going to give us that direction, and I have no doubt that this new building here, and most importantly, the able officers from the Municipal Affairs and the Urban Development Directorate who are here, will be able to guide our citizens, policymakers, and all of us, and lead us into the direction where we are headed to, because ultimately, all of us who are gathered here today, and our children, our progeny, in the future and in the times to come, till kingdom comes, are all going to be urbanized. We're all going to be living in municipal areas. I strongly believe that this building will be a mecca. Policy planners, administrators, public, elected officials, all should be coming here. Use the facilities of not the building, but the excellent workforce. I know though limited right now, I'm sure in due time you will be able to ramp up your workforce.
The scope of the work consists of construction of G+3 RCC building adjacent to the Urban Development Directorate building with a total plinth area of 14,960 square feet. The ground floor, the first floor, the second floor, and the third floor each has a plinth area of 3,740 square feet. The new building has 30 rooms, 1 conference hall, 1 mini conference hall, 1 library, and other utilities such as public toilets, foyers, balcony, etc. in each floor. The project was sanctioned under Special Plan Assistance during 2013-14. The approved cost of the project was 507.31 lakhs, with a funding pattern of 90:10. The central share of 90% was supposed to have been 456.58 lakhs, and the state share was supposed to have been only rupees 50.73 lakhs. But because as we all know, the SPA got discontinued in the year 2013, after 2013 and 14. So we got an allocation of 180 lakhs only from SPA. And the rest of the required fund was funded by the state government with its own state resources. The project cost initially was 507.31 lakhs, and this project cost was worked out with the schedule of rate for 2010. the project got revised to 585 lakhs. In the original DPR, the ground floor was supposed to have been a parking lot. However, during execution and as per the user department's requirement, it was converted into rooms. Moreover, additional items had to be incorporated, such as replacing wooden windows with aluminum and fixing structural glazing for aesthetic view. Therefore, an additional fund of rupees 77.6 lakhs was required from the originally approved cost. The name of the contractor for this project was MSK Nakro and Sons.
My worry when the municipal was in AG, of course many of you will not know, but our officers, they are really hardworking, and we had mostly ladies in the municipal affairs department in AG. And on top of that, they are the ones working till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, where I used to ask them, you don't feel scared to sit so long or what? Scared is another thing, but our duty is another issue. And they have really worked to see that the department is kept moving. Today, municipal affairs has become a very important department. There are too many guidelines from the center which is for the public and the common people. They don't take it that way. They come in an application asking for that, asking for this, whereas the department cannot accommodate those issues which they ask for. And therefore, when this morning only we were talking about the building, we have a member of the committee, it is I believe called Accessibility in Indian Campaign Center, where people from Delhi had come to, see buildings that are being constructed. So at that point of time, there was no issue of making ramps or, making exit route. But we had also requested the contractor to keep provisions for even the emergency exit route, which are all kept. But because of the inaugural, we wanted to see that this area is still kept free, so that in future, with the blessing of our Honorable Chief Minister, who also holds the Minister in charge of urban and municipal, I'm quite positive that some additionality will be added so that we can do that, exit, then provide for fire issues, and also a lift, because today all offices are expected to have provisions for ramps for the disabled people. And I am confident that our officers who are there now will be able to work more at ease with the urban development department just adjacent to it. But as we can see, one building is quite haggard, quite old looking, the other one is brand new, and therefore I request that our Honorable Chief Minister also think about this, and if there is any way where he can also see that our urban development department also is polished a bit, so that we have a beautiful two buildings, not only beautiful, that are really working for the people.
I hope with this new building, it will boost the morals and the working atmosphere, and you'll do good things in the service of our people. The aims and goals to make our town and a healthy place, prosperous and livable city. Urbanization, as mentioned by the Principal Secretary, Mato, there's a mad rush of urbanization. We learned that the decade growth is 67.38% that has been witnessed in our state. That is much higher double, more than double of national percentage, which is 31.80%. So the urbanization, when the people rush to the towns and cities, unless we have a regulation to bring a system, a modern town planning and building by laws, it will not be livable. We have to see the attitude or the mindset of our people. I feel that we're taking a mad rush to the urbanization, but we have not understood the concept of rural local bodies, that is our panchayat and the VDBs and the urban local bodies, the Municipal and Town Council Act. As you are all aware, rural local bodies, that is Panchayati Raj, 73rd Amendment. So these two things are different. By tradition, we were exempted in the 73rd Amendment, and we continue to function with village council, our village development boards, and our customary laws, the village court, the DB's court in the administrative centers, and district court also, the customary laws. When this 74th Amendment, municipalities and town councils, was introduced, we had also adopted in the state as mentioned, but it is not that simple. There are mandatory reforms and there is unresolved conflicts, and so we have problems till today. We could not implement the reforms. You are aware the latest 15th Finance Award for the ULB, it has become a mandatory to implement and transform our cities. And unless you improve the modern technical lives in the cities, and if you cannot fulfill, you may be debarred from getting financial commissions granted to the urban local bodies. It's still a concern, though a lot is improved because of our better road today, the drainages and the cleanliness has improved tremendously. But waste management, I think we have to do and keep our town very, very clean. Then enhancing the livability, as mentioned, the watch national cities livability ranking, which I had mentioned, and also the improvement we had. So we have to not only do imitation or do the regular way, but we have to take innovative ideas also. many centages has come, but in our town, I used to notice that there is no signboard and the street, the road names or the colonies are not properly displaced. So a traveler coming to our town, they don't know the directions. We are used to it, but we cannot expect that our guests or travelers know our city like us. So those are very important, I feel. And we have some problem, as I used to mention. The local colony councils, this can be strengthened, but one wrong thing I had mentioned also is, by tradition and the customary practice by the GBs in the villages, as I mentioned, we want to adopt the same village system to towns. So over the years, we have 100% support for GB organization. But you have the Gao Buras in the towns. So there is a misnomer. It is not a village, it is town. And you have local colony councils. You have elected members representing your ward, your colony. So government has to look into this and how to bring into a system. Two parallel authorities cannot run.
Right. All the best. Yeah. You can go beside the seat. Change the Oops. Yeah, really.